Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your Wednesday Wisdom with Spirit, where I tune in, I see what's in store from Spirit, whatever their messages are. And the way that I do that on Wednesdays is either through mediumship or channeling. Honestly, I never know what it's going to be. I have to just show up, see who's coming through, how, and then share it with you all. So gives you a little idea of how either mediumship or channeling works. Again, if it's mediumship, it's me interpreting like a third party what it is they're saying, and then I share it with you. Whereas with channeling, that's where Spirit really merges a lot closer with my energy and comes more directly through. So let's just dive in, see what we have for Wednesday today. I'm going to tune in and I'll let you know as soon as I know. So hold on one second here. Okay, so this one is coming from, I've brought her through before. She's my healing guide. So this is going to be mediumship. And again, I can tell when it's mediumship when they show me an image right away. And she wants to talk again about healing. Obviously, she's the healing guide. She is really talking about, so she's calling it the power of our brainscape. She says the brainscape. The imagery that I'm seeing though is almost like a circuit board. The way that when we set our mind to something, essentially taking our thoughts and creating them into either a belief or an action, we create the circuitry needed to reroute something. So if there's something that's not working very well in your body or even in your mindset, go to, as she's calling it, your brainscape, yet that brain circuit board, and change things around. She's saying we're coming into a really powerful time right now too of amplification. We've been talking about this. And she's saying when you really get on board with how much your thoughts can create your reality within your physical body as well, and your mental state, your thoughts really can create your reality. You then can control it to the best of your ability. Okay, so there are some times where there is a destined journey of some sort of illness or experience, so that we gain the wisdom as we move through that and transcend it and transmute it. There are those things. However, our perspective can always have a big effect on how that is experienced. But what she's really wanting to focus on right now is with all the energies that are, with all the energies and occurrences, as she's saying, that are coming down the pipe, especially for March. We are in this really auspicious day today, March 1st, of like stepping out the door into this new frequency that is the month of March, which is a big one. It's a doozy, and I talked about it in the March energy update, so you can check that out on the podcast. But as we step out in this energy, really notice how much your mind, your thoughts, will create the way in which you experience everything that is unfolding. When I say you control that, you control a big piece of what your experience is like for you. So you can take a really crazy experience and amplify it and therefore totally overrun your nervous system. Or you can take that same crazy experience, choose your thoughts and how you want it to be, choose where you want your energy and your body to focus on mending and healing versus trauma and triggers. And then that creates the reality of which you embody or take on that whole experience. So she's saying really pay attention to your thoughts, your mindset, change them where needed, reroute that circuitry where needed. If you're noticing one stimulus creates a fear response, how can you change that stimulus? How can you either mend and heal it and transmute it, or shift it, or move that stimulus out of your your experience? What can you do to change it because you control it? Excuse me. So I'm just going to see if there's anything else. So controlling our circuitry is really important right now. Controlling our thoughts. We dictate our reality in terms of how we receive and experience. And she's saying when you really, really embrace this in humanity, how much your thoughts are a part of this greater consciousness, you'll realize that when you really get on top of your own thoughts, you create a ripple effect for others. That frequency then is a known, attainable thing. Meaning, if there is a template of something, then somebody else can copy that. So if there is an energetic template coming from you of really being thoughtful in your reactions, taking the time to pause, changing your frequency, you then make that template available for someone else to feel into that energy and then also do that in their way. And then they do that for others. So when we create that neural circuitry pathway to reroute something, we make it then possible for others, which is why change always starts with you. It starts within and it ripples outward. That's one of the ways. So she's saying, pay attention to the mind right now. The mind is going to be a big key piece. And she says also the mind is what allows you to not only deal with the situations, but it also allows you to experience, embrace, and embody fun, laughter, love, and joy. And as much as there may be things we need to deal with on a surface level, she said we also need to put equal importance on the fun, laughter, love, and joy. So she's saying, remember, all of those, wherever you put your mind, you will focus it. Where you put your focus, your mind will go, is what I mean, actually. And same with the joy side as well. So consider where you're putting your attention to and how that is creating those patterns and how you can rewrite it right now as we kind of shift and move through these different alignments, this beautiful new auspicious day. Setting your intent for what it is you want, the energy you want as we move through March can really help pivot how things go for the collective. I think that's it. Let me see. Is there anything else? She's saying, no, that's all. Last little bit, those remember how supported you are. She's like, we are coming through from the higher realms for so many people right now to bring in the energetic support. These are just ways to help us wrap our 3D minds around the experience and take more control. So I'll leave that with you all for today. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope this helps inspire you to be your best self and feel positivity and change any fear narratives or doom and gloom into what can I do about it? And realizing that we create a lot of our reality. So happy Wednesday, and I will see you all tomorrow.